So John, tell me a little bit of background about how you got into this particular system. Is this, and maybe what you did before that?
Well, actually, I started out in the University of the Philippines. I was actually head of the Wushu Club, the Chinese martial arts group there. But, I mean, you get a taste of the other martial arts because it's a very tight community in the university. And one of the groups that was doing martial arts was this Filipino martial arts group, the Arnis Club. And they're really great. And when I saw them do a demonstration, it's like, that's what I want to do. It's like, man, they look like they're really fighting, and they've got sticks, and they're trying to hit each other, and I'm like, I gotta do that.
Nice.
So that's what started me out on it. I was just lucky because the people I met, they were actually like connected to a grandmaster, one of the legendary grandmasters of Filipino martial arts, a grandmaster Benjamin Luna Lema, and we're like, it's like this stuff's great, and I feel so lucky. And from then on, it was just that I kept going. It's like something that I picked up the stick and just haven't put it down.
Nice. So you've been training with that. You trained with that same group for quite.
I trained with that group for maybe 3-4 years, something like that, and we're training almost every day, because being young, being students, we have plenty of time in the university, or rather, we make time. You know what I mean? So
right.
we do that, and then as we progressed, we got to the grandmaster, and he started training us because the founder of the university group, he immigrated here eventually here to Seattle. And then from there, we started training with the grandmaster. And that was like not really the cap, of our training, but really that's like, it really opened our eyes.
Yeah. That's when you really knew this was your system.
Yeah, exactly. Like being part of a system, not just not a hobby that we just do on the weekends. Yeah. That was basically our work ethic. We'd train with the grandmaster on the weekend, and we'd split up his material. It's like, you train this part, I train this part, because we can't really absorb everything he throws at us that day, and we're like, okay, during the week we trade it. We train with each other. So that was basically the life.
I think that's really an important part of training in martial arts, is having those people that you work out with.
Exactly.
Those training partners.
Exactly. So
to work together with.
Mm-hmm. So that's where I feel very fortunate that these were the guys I was training with, and then at some point in time, it's like growing up. You want to do things on your own.
Yeah.
Everybody eventually, it's like moving forward, and I moved out of the Philippines. I moved to Israel. I met a woman in the Philippines. She's an Israeli woman in the Philippines, and then I started my own group in Israel. So it's a different kind of, progress.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about what this system is. What's it really about?
The name of the system is Lightning Scientific Arnis. This is the name of originally the group that the grandmaster founded. That's his club. Okay. Because the system falls under is something called Tercia Cerrada Cadenilla y Espada y Daga. It's much easier to say lightning, right? But this was pre-World War II, 1937, and this is a system he learned pretty much from his uncle, father, grandpa.
Yeah.
So that was, that's the old way,
right?
And then it's a close quarter system, based on its definition. It's a stick and dagger system, but when we really mean stick and dagger, we can actually mean, two hands in two different ranges, close range and long range, and we fight from the blind side. The idea is to jam and blanket your opponent with pressure. The pressure could either be checking, jamming, pushing, kicking, striking. So that's generally it's like raining strikes on a guy underneath a blanket. That's the idea. Espada, daga, cruz, tuloy. The four elements of espada y daga abierta. Baston, daga, cruz, tuloy. Watch my back foot. Espada, daga, cruz, tumba. Espada, daga, cruz, tumba. 1. Pa, 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 pa. 2. 3. 4, 5. You need to do it this and then this, right? So instead of that, I want you to set your partner up in the back end. Okay, you got that? Right there. Then you will go down. This will be stick overnight. You will lunge that. Right? Now, move to the side, exit, that way. There. See? Problem. You will have strike, so that's where you will cover with this. Okay? So you set your partner up. The back end can be from here or from the highline here. But once you feel that kick from that side, boom, right down.
This one, what is it? Tough or not?
You come here to MKG, you got a group that's been training under you for a while?
Yeah, actually, I came to MKG maybe almost 3 years ago. And we hit off a good relationship with Andy, and it's mostly the reason is we're pretty much the same values about training. I love their logo on Workplace Wet. It's great because it's not talk, bum around, eat.
What's wrong with that? Right?
After.
After. Okay.
After. I'm Filipino. I love to eat. Right? So that's the thing about it. It's like Workplace Wet. It's a great work ethic.
Yeah.
You come on the mat, you train. And then everybody here is open-minded, willing to learn. I guess it could be mostly because of the principles or values also along the Santo Academy line, the Santo Academy down to Rick Fay, that train, learn something, pick up also Bruce Lee mentality of absorb what's useful.
Yep.
So it's not close-minded. And coming from very tribal systems, some people just don't want to. I'm not from that group. I don't want to touch that. I don't want to learn it. Here, no, everybody's welcome to try to pick up something different, learn something new. And we hit off a very good friendship with Andy, and I've been coming back ever since.
Excellent.
I like Seattle. It's a great. I don't know. Maybe the people. It's the people, I guess, that make it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I come here very often. Twice a year, and right now we're trying to start a group here, and the whole point of that is I think Lightning has found a place here in Seattle in MKG.